channel Yorkie. It's almost 8. The sun's climbing high, don't delay or be late. In the realm of adventure, of myth and a dream, it's time for another Tales Over Coffee stream. So Yorkie's a game of tales rich and bold. As the morning unfolds, keep a death count to hold. He'll keep on pushing till he wins every fight. Let's put a pep in our step and start the day right. With a sigh and a rush, he gathers his gear. Tales over coffee, time to face the fear. Grabs his lucky mug and his glasses with care. Prepares for the stream with a flare in the air. Old Yorkie's the game, a tales rich and bold. As the morning unfolds, keep a death count to hold. He'll keep on pushing till he wins every fight. Let's put a pep in our step and start the day right. So tell us, Yorkie, what game will it be? Sci-fi or horror or high fantasy? Old Yorkie's ready with a weapon in hand to conquer new quests or make his last stand. In full swing, chats alive and loud. Dead again, Yorkie screams for crying out loud. In worlds of adventure where the action is wild, fail hard, not try hard, the story's compiled. Through challenges aplenty, we'll stand by his side. With each epic battle, our spirits will ride. In this virtual realm where legends are born, old Yorkie's our hero in the fresh light of morn. Yorkie's a game of tales rich and bold. As the morning unfolds, keep a death count to hold. He'll keep on pushing till he wins every fight. Let's put a pep in our step and start the day right. Through realms of legend and challenges so grand, Yorkie takes the lead with a weapon in hand. With laughter and wit, he faces the day, counting each mishap as he finds his own way. Fights hard, watch his character die. How much will he progress now the stream's end is nigh? In this virtual realm where legends are born, old Yorkie's our hero in the fresh light of morn. Old Yorkie's the gamer, tales rich and bold. As the morning unfolds, keep a death count to hold. He'll keep on pushing till he wins every fight. Let's put a pep in our step and start the day right. As the sun rises higher and the morning draws on, old Yorkie wraps up, but the adventure's not gone. Reflecting on battles, both won and lost, he signs off with a smile, no matter the cost. And when he finally beats this game and is done, head to his community page, there'll be a vote on. Say thanks for the views, he leaves the next game to you. A poll for the next game, there on YouTube. Join us each morning for Tales on the Stream, with old Yorkie in charge, living out the dream. Keep track of the mishaps in this gaming delight, in the world of adventure in the dawn's early light.
Good morning, friends, it's Yorkie's call, with tales and magic to enthrall. Grab your brew, let's take a ride, through shadows where the secrets hide, the coffee's hot, the game begins, with arcane threads and twisted spins. Tales over coffee, come and see. Come and see a world of mystery with me. Mystery with me, with me, with me, with me. Through narrow streets, the shadows crawl. Empire's weight hangs in the air. Whispers of magic, long suppressed. In broken corners, no one's there. But something moves, a silent breath, where power sleeps quiet as death. The arcane threads begin to spin. A choice awaits, what lies within? What lies within? Arcane echoes, magic calls. It calls. Rise or break as shadows fall. Weaving the arcane, you seal your fate. The threads you pull, the lines you break, the lines you break, the paths you walk, the choice you make, echo long, though light may fade. A world unseen, yet close at hand, where power twists at your command. Thaumaturge with power deep, control the mind or let it free. Salutors wait at whispered names, a pact with shadows none can see. A mind that bends, a fate untied, their path unclear but power wide. With every spell, the lines unwind. But what's the price for powers that bind? The price of powers that bind. Arcane echoes, magic calls. It calls. Rise or break as shadows fall. Weaving the arcane, you seal your fate. The threads you pull, the lines you break, the lines you break, the paths you walk, the choice you make, echo long, though light may fade. A world unseen, yet close at hand, where power twists at your command. Power at your command. Your command. Your command. What will I shape? What will I see? Will my choices set them free? Or set them free? Or will these threads I pull and weave leave behind more webs of grief? Darker webs I weave. Do I hold power, or does it hold me? What kind of future waits for me? What future for me? In this world of shadow traits, will I save or seal their fate? What will be my fate? My fate! Through every fall. The path's unclear, but magic waits. I'm drawing near. For me the end draws near, near. Arcane echoes, magic calls. Rise or break as shadows fall. Weaving the arcane, you seal your fate. The threads you pull, the lines you break, the lines you break. The paths you walk, the choice you make, echo long, right, may fade. A world unseen, yet close at hand, where power twists at your command. Power at your command. Your command. Thanks for watching. It's been a blast. If you had fun, don't scroll past. Hit like, subscribe, and spread the word, and leave a comment to be heard. Come back next time. We're far from done. The arcane waits, or mystery spun. With Yorkie here, the tales go on. So join us next, as we press on.
Alright then. It's your old mate Yorkie. Welcoming you back to Tales Over Coffee. Cheers. We start the day even. Alright, maybe I'm Australian. G'day. We start the day with a narrative game and a cup of coffee. So some peppy now step and start the day right, like the song says. Now, where are we going? Down here. Speak to Ariel Roth. We're still pursuing the not Griffin, the golem that's haunting us and our family, trying to find out how to stop it. That's an interesting one. Piece of paper on a tree. New time of the AES meeting at 5. The crossing of streets, Badnaska and Ziemna. A printout nailed to the trunk. An organisation called AES has changed the time of meeting of its at the intersection of streets to 5 PM. Oh, going this way now? I misread it somehow. Wait a minute. Why are we going in 2 directions? I see something here. Pharmacy gauze package. Hygroscopic gauze, sterilized. Why is it left on the street? Discarded dressing container. Oh, container. Okay. Adrenaline pulses through his veins, drowning out the concern about his brother. Blood mixes with the dust on his skin and clots at the touch of ice. The firm pressure on the wound is like reassurance that he is there. When they are together, as no one can beat them, today they will claim another victory and reap its reward. And we have a poster here. Pawn shop, buy, sell, exchange, pawn loans, etc. Fine. And complaint. Mr. Cheslaw, I can no longer stand what is going almost every afternoon under the window of our 5A Bournemouth Street. When it used to be so quiet, clattering, screaming, banging on metal. Can't you hear it? Please do something about it as soon as possible. Maria... Alright, we've got 2 of these now. And we're up to here. Icy armor. Additional +1. Lowers damage taken from every attack by 4. That could be useful. What are we doing here? Here is... Okay. 2 times suffering 5 for the dot. Quick damage gives a 50% chance of additionally lowering target's focus by 2. I think I'll stick with what we've got right now.
Quiet this time.
Indeed. However, not unoccupied.
Bored? Then go ask that uniform what he's doing here. Or tell him to skidoo.
Hey, fancy pants! Fuck off!
Hang on, hang on. You lost, officer?
Hang on! That's the mama's boy of Śródmieście.
I'm the son of Śródmieście.
They dubbed me the son of Śródmieście, if I remember correctly.
Easy enough to check.
Alright, these two need what is it that you were saying? Ooh. You can have a... You're gonna heal, aren't you? Well, the doc should help take care of that. And you... planned attack will get through before they actually do anything. And you... Apparently Bukovic is the one that's going to be most harmful to him. If that'll get rid of his plus, his healing, that'd be good. Decent whack. Not bad. Strong attack. Planned attack lets lots of things in first. Give you that. I need the healing. He's down. You're gonna be down. And then you... just all 13 points of health, I'll take that. Damage over time. I should have taken some healing there. Yep, it's 26. That planned attack will get in time. So we're fine. There we go.
Hang on. That's enough.
You're the son of a bitch of Śródmieście.
I'm looking for Ariel Rofe.
All right, I don't know. Just tell him something.
Take a look at Różycki Bazaar. He has got this sorta Geschäft there.
Thanks.
What's a Geschäft?
They're right to call this place the dungeon.
Anything else over here? Anything at all? Doesn't look like it, not at the moment. What's through here? Let's have a look in the employee area. Nah, nothing. So out. Let's look at the bazaar. Mouse is playing up a little. Writing on the wall, gang, Wednesday at 5. Okay. See if we can find the bazaar. Well, I mean, we will find it. But... out of town. Różycki Bazaar. There we are. Oh, it's just through gates into the same place. Have some soda. A man is walking up to the stall and feels like getting some soda just to express his appreciation for the creativity of the structure's designers. Meticulously emptied money, business cards and photographs are all that remain. Emptied of money, rather. The theft was quick and discreet. It had to be discreet, and not for the sake of professionalism. But out of fear of the magician, if you catch someone stealing on his turf, he won't let it go. Quickly and discreetly then. Very discreetly. The magician, huh? I see something glittering up there. Note in the butcher's shop window. Someone wanted to write closed for inventory but failed and gave up after several attempts. The window radiates with a joyful anticipation of cures. The butcher shop may be closed in theory, but every cure knows that the good stuff will come, and each of them is prepared to politely wait for it. They never get served who also stand and wait. Is that what we're going with here? Empty bottle. I didn't get a chance to read that. It disappeared for some reason. Something over there. The Warsaw Courier, pedigreed dogs, English spaniels, puppies by parents awarded at Polish and foreign shows. Inquire at the following address. And here, milk chocolate bar, sweet and perfect for any occasion, from a wedding to a funeral. A refreshing sense of excitement cuts through the aroma of chocolates, milk chocolates, dark chocolates, chocolate with nuts, all in beautiful shades of brown and beige, complete with subtle carmines of raisins and raspberries. The colours might be associated with earth, but they definitely taste of luxury. Creative vodka, okay. And then we're up here. And we've got stuff here. Read. Book at a stall, the legend of wars and Sava. Long, long ago, in a place where today a proud city stretches across the Vistula, there were wild woods swarming with large wild game, aurochs, boars and bears. It so happened that once Prince Casimirs visited these parts, having lost himself in the hunt. He suddenly found himself in the darkest regions of the forest. He roamed for a long time, having lost his way, and just as he was about to lose all hope of ever returning home, he saw a glade, and in the middle of that glade, a small hut. In the hut, he found a poor married couple and their newborn twins. The host offered him their hospitality, and gave him food and drink. In return, the grateful prince named their children Vaz and Sava, and left a purse full of gold for the couple. They soon built up a large homestead there, and new neighbours began settling all around them. To commemorate the event, the settlement was named Warsaw. Oh, an origin story for Warsaw. I wonder if that's... I assume that's one they've taken from a real life origin story. Our time spare creativity. Never before have poets constructed such intricate metaphors to outwit the senses, making them feel like they are moving in a thick fog. Book at a stall, the drowning of Mazana. It is said that Mazana has snow-white skin, wolfish teeth and sharp claws that she uses to hunt for old folks and children who get lost in the woods during winter. Those who let fear into their heart should take heed as well. Mazana comes for them in the night, haunting their dreams as an old ugly hag. Luckily she loses her power with the coming of the spring solstice. That is a time to prepare for prepare an effigy, which the women of the household should adorn with fresh twigs on each new full moon, starting in fall. Then they should carry the effigy around the village, setting on fire and tossing it into the river. The effigy must not be looked upon, as it is carried away from the river, for the drowning Mazana may bring bad luck to those who look at her. And book of this... Oh, we've read that one, sorry. Something else there. Come on. Rag doll, made from sturdy cloth sewn neatly together. are needly enough to make it look like lively and sleek. The needle pierces thick fabric with resolve and precision. The little seamstress stopped crying. She might not be able to afford it all, but she had proved she could make something out of cheap cloth that everyone would envy her for. Makes sense. Something made from the heart.
That wasn't too hard.
Journal updated cigar stub. Admittedly smoked to the last puff, but still quite the luxury for this district. Words of satisfaction glow on the tip of the cigar, but cigars and gifts. Just for keeping patrols away from the butcher's shop. No problem. The search for the Kabbalist at Raziski Bazaar. This whole magician is none other than Ariel Gruff. One must give him credit for ruling the entire bazaar. It seems that he set up a thriving moonshine distillery in a closed butcher's shop. The place is worth a visit. Alright. What do you want?
Where do you think you're going, pretty boy?
I'm looking for someone. They say he's got a business here.
Do the smart thing and hit the road. Go on. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's not happening, mate.
Am I wrong, or are you guarding a closed butcher's store? This is Ariel Roffe's Geschäft, right?
I'll check you the hell out in a minute and we'll be done.
You talk just like the friend I'm looking for.
I'm asking you nicely, capisce? Bid it.
Is that where Capisce comes from? Poland? Okay. I'm thinking that we've often heard Al Capone as Capiche. In at least some cultural references.
I'm looking for Ariel Roffe.
Then you can double fuck off, you fucking dunkop!
You'll attract more attention with that shouting.
Buzz on for I get my club. You're not gonna tell me how to do my job, you flibbit and raggedy sot.
Well,
Beat it.
it's gonna be a fight, isn't it?
But I know Ariel's got his hideout here. I even know which copper's hands he greases.
I don't know about no bribes, you
Whatever.
Provocateur?
Fuck off.
He's not very prone to be persuaded, is he?
I swear, I know this is Ariel's hideout.
Know how to read? It says butcher's shop.
Sure, it's extra kosher, because there's no meat at all in there. Come on, every bum at Różyc reeks of booze from this place.
And when they come here, I'll tell them to fuck off.
Please, I just want a word with Ariel.
Ogres, how come he's still standing here mouthing off at you?
It's me, Wiktor.
Shulsky, I remember. Fuck off.
Okay, well, he's not in a good
Should I
mood
give
either.
him what for, boss?
Do what you want.
Just hear me out. We don't need to fight if we don't have to.
Ariel, come on. Let's talk, please.
But Ogres, maybe don't take on the son of Shrut Miestia on your own, yeah?
Ooh.
I'll call you a priest if you want.
Well, this just got a bit juicier, didn't it? It's gonna take a couple to get him down. Come on, mouse. Where's my mouse? There it is. You can get a dot. Not worried about damage taken right now. Once we've got his negative drained, we can do a hard on him. That reduces damage taken, doesn't it? Only does 1 damage, that does 2 to 3. I don't know that it stacks though, that's the thing. Let's see. Does it stack? Does it do damage faster? I think it does actually. Alright. Right. We'll just go in for that. And you can lose your last one of those. That's okay. That's very long though. One's down. You'll be there. You. That's long as. No, he's going to get him before him anyway, so that's fine. Light damage, I'm not worried about it. No problem. We'll do a planned attack, we've got plenty of health. And you... Oh, am I bleeding? Cool. Still one.
Right, leave him be. I'm sorry. Come on, Shulsky. Let's get out of sight. But if anything starts shaking, I'll shoot you.
Don't stare. That way.
This whole butcher's shop is a cover, right?
None of your business.
Right.
Got a problem? Take his...
See what he's got to say for himself.
Sit down. Tell me why you're bothering me. How exactly did you find me?
I'll tell him.
It wasn't such a huge challenge.
Might loosen his tongue a little.
Who squealed?
I can't take the other choices. Okay.
There are traces all over the dungeon. You're not being very careful.
If you want something out of me, you better get to the ass-kissing part. Say what you want.
All right, I'll get to the point
I've
then.
got a certain problem, and I'd like to get rid of it quickly.
Is it made of clay and weighs 2 tons when
That's
it shows
the
up?
one.
So you got sick of running back and forth across Kervich Bridge?
Ask what he means.
I'm not going to pretend I understand.
Golems aren't great at swimming, remember? Since it's following you, going across a bridge would force it to. Forget it. I can see why you can't deal with it on your own.
I need the knowledge of a Kabbalist. Your knowledge.
I think I have at least a few reasons to say no, don't I?
Do I
The
did
main one
outside?
is
I
the
think
death
I've
of
got
my
a few reasons to say
business
yes.
partner and best friend.
Pride's too low. Wow. All right.
My sympathies about Javier. Really, he didn't deserve it. But I didn't deserve a golem either.
A faithful friend and a quick healer. What am I supposed to do with your sympathies?
I don't have time, Ariel. We both know that only you can help me. You can keep tormenting me, but are you going to tell me something or not?
I can torment you and tell you. A golem is a salutor like any other, but housed in a physical form. But you attract it and bind it in the same way.
Find the flaw.
So you need to discern the flaw of the person it's following and then defeat it.
Well done.
Well, if it's following me, my flaw is pride.
The difference being that it's following blood first and the flaw
Ah.
second. But first, you have to deprive the golem of its physical body, the shell in which the salutor is housed. You also need to know where the ritual was conducted, because that's the only place you can do it. Good luck.
I know where it was done.
I know the place the golem was summoned. The basement of Nozick Synagogue.
So, Sofer managed to do it?
And let's ask about the golem's physical body.
How can I get rid of that clay shell it has?
You can't. For that, you need a Kabbalist. Moi.
Right.
I know the incantation for the Berur ritual.
What?
Instructions for reversing the evil eye, cleansing body and soul, and hiding from the unwanted, but why should I explain them to you?
You wanna
I'm
live?
guessing this will cost me something. Money? A favor? A further humiliation?
We'll see.
Let's see about the
So,
flaw.
apart from my family's blood, the golem is attracted to my initial flaw, right?
Initial. So how many have you got?
One or two.
I've got plenty. I have a really handsome number of salutors.
You're lying. You'd have lost your mind.
Some have said so.
If you say so. Thank you. So we're going into the basement of a synagogue, where you'll use Kabbalah to strip the golem of its physical form, right? Then I'll bind it and free myself from its curse?
Not quite. The golem is mine.
What do you need
What
it
do
for?
you need the golem for?
None of your business.
I suppose that's a fair answer. I'm not going to delve into it.
Forget I asked.
So, you in or out?
It may not be the moral choice, but he is still, to a degree, a reluctant hero. So yeah, if he's going to get it off my family, I'm fine.
Agreed. The golem will be yours.
You didn't say the magic words.
I hereby promise that the golem is yours, as long as you can handle it.
Way to go. Don't worry about the rest.
I wonder if I just gave up a salutor.
Hold on.
What?
If I lose my initial flaw, I'll lose contact with my initial salutor, right?
Could be yes, could be no. I don't know. Want to find out?
No.
Unless you've got a long line of relatives with flaws?
Bonds of blood. Shulski's family blood is needed to complete the ritual. The blood of someone with a flaw, to be exact. Since I'm not going to sacrifice mine, I need to know if my sister carries one as well. I've made it clear she's the most inside person. She is the one I treasure above all. I can't mention her.
Just me.
Anything else?
Actually, I have a twin.
Oh, it's forcing me to admit it anyway.
Does she carry a flaw?
I don't know.
That's a bit of bad writing.
Find out. A toast? A very successful batch. We haven't shipped everything out yet.
This won't make me go blind, will it?
The risk is part of the fun.
Pride.
I'll risk it.
Ready?
Yeah, I really like the writing on this, but that particular part was bad writing. If you're going to force me to do something, don't make it an option to do the opposite and then force me to do it anyway. Don't let me say, I'm not going to say, you know, oh, it's only me, and then say, actually, I've got a sister. Let's go. Need to get the
Let's get this
thing
over
off.
with.
Godspeed.
The golem offers.
Find that flaw of Legia's. I saw what the clay did at the harbor, but that's... Old Sofer impressed me. Summoning a golem under the noses of the whole community.
You ready?
I will be once you show up with your sister. This is when you go get her.
Yeah.
How do you get rid of the golem's physical form?
There's an old ritual. It's called the Belk. It's a sifting ritual. The incantation allows us to sift out the demonic part from the rest of the creature. It also helps with cases of possession.
Good to know.
By the way, your father must have really gotten under Sofer's skin.
Ah, yeah.
My father had that effect on people.
Of course the ritual's not safe,
This
but go on.
ritual, are you sure it's safe?
Just trust me, as I trust you'll keep your word. I won't touch a hair on your sister's head. Now go get her.
Alright.
I'll go fetch Liga.
Get a move on.
We've got other stuff here. Set of 3 candles. 3 candles placed in the very centre of the chamber. Ariel scattered words of deep meditation on the Kabbalistic nature of the elements around the candles. Fire, air and water are complemented by earth, which constitutes Golem's essence, at least in theory. Sefer Yetzirah, the Book of Creation, contains a description of the mystical Kabbalistic rituals. Thoughts of doubt clung to the book. Ariel admitted to himself that he would have wielded the names of God more skillfully had his faith not died one fateful afternoon. Having sensed that I was coming, however, Ruff quickly composed himself. The ritual. The ritual is based on the use of the right combination of the names of God and the elements complemented by the Golem. Kabbalah isn't that hard. Come on. Whoops, up this way. And away. And around. Oh, can't get through there. I'm going this way, okay. And there is Ligia.
Remember when you promised to show up for the lecture? It doesn't matter anymore.
I had a lot on my mind.
Well, yes. What brings you here?
We have to talk about the golem. I know how to stop it now.
You know what to do? Tell me.
You're not necessarily going to like it. Tell her that first.
I found out that you can only call off a golem in the place where it was made. It was summoned in the synagogue.
How do you know that?
I'm not going to lie to her.
Father's former sales clerk led me there.
How I hide anything.
Hayat? How did he know? Don't tell me he had something to do with this.
Tell the truth.
Well, he begged the previous rabbi to send the golem after father. He did it out of revenge for the disappearance of a certain Horowitz.
The pharmacist? What exactly is Hayat accusing Papa of? Of killing him?
That's what you've arranged.
Yes, it looks that way. I'm not going to get into details, all right?
There's no need. But I'm going to send Hayat's laundry up in smoke, all right?
All right, Lady Macbeth.
She got others to do her work. I don't mind getting
Fair.
my hands dirty.
Fair.
If, of course, the family business is threatened.
Ligia's flaw. I saw the hallmarks of a flaw within Ligia. One associated with her ambitious approach to life. Is it enough for now? The Golem Curse. I already have all the information on the Golem's Curse. All I need to do now is go to the ritual site with Ligia. Ariel Roth will be waiting for us there. I only wonder if I should keep a promise made to a criminal. I'll let her know about the flaw.
Do you know what a flaw is?
Kind of, but Papa didn't tell me too much about his abilities.
I'll explain to her.
A flaw is a hidden stamp that sometimes defines our behavior or even our lives. It's formed in the subconscious and centers around the things that matter most to us. It might be the memory of something tragic or shocking from the past, or something that takes us over completely, obsessively. If you were to tell me the one thing in your life that matters most, what would it be?
Where's this coming from? My family. And you, too, of course.
Now, seriously this time.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm putting you second. Work comes first. I want to work. Hard and honestly. And I want to be respected for it. Not have fingers pointed at me. And so it will be.
I don't doubt you've got that certain something inside you.
Thank you for her honesty.
I will. And thank you for opening up to me. And good luck.
I will what?
Thank you.
I meant the people who stand in your way.
Thank you.
Bit awkwardly phrased.
I think I already know what I wanted.
All right.
I need you. We must end it. Together.
You sound serious. What's going on?
I'm not gonna hide from
Today,
it.
the curse placed on Father will lose its power. But we have to get going.
Are we going down into the synagogue basement?
Yes.
Ariel Roffe is already waiting for us. He's the one leading this whole thing.
Do I know him?
I sincerely hope not. He's not a suitable companion for you.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm dying of curiosity.
There's no
thug.
time.
How exciting!
Croc.
I feel 10 years old again.
Sounds like the golem. Picture of Father. I believe. Alright, Ariel.
The darling sister, here in person. You clearly are of the same blood. We have nearly everything ready, I see.
I don't think we've met. Ligia Szulska.
Ariel Roffe. The pleasure is mine.
Mr. Roffe, this is everything I've been able to find. The candles are placed where you commanded.
Fine.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Szulski. And you must be dear Ligia Szulska. My regards.
The mademoiselle looks pale. Do you feel all right, my lady?
Yes, sure.
Victor, I need a pound of flesh, and it's up to you whose body it comes from.
Wiktor, what's going on? What's he talking about?
I will explain.
To lure the golem, we need your mature flaw.
Am I the bait?
Yeah.
I could have phrased it better. The point is that only you, with your flaw, can lure the golem here.
Will I lose my flaw in the process?
One that's linked with aspirations, chasing something. Ambition, even to an excessive degree. And yes, you will lose it.
Fine. Get that flaw out of me.
Losing an ambition, though, that sounds horrible. Why don't you want it?
May I ask why you don't want to?
Based on what you explained to me about flaws, I consider it an imperfection. And I'm a perfectionist.
Okay.
Wiktor.
But that may be part
Enough
of the flaw.
chit-chat. Since everything's ready,
The ambition, the
let's get to work.
pride. Okay.
Let's begin.
Don't mess this up.
I'll do my best.
Won't it come?
Patience.
Yeah, sounds like it. I'm guessing I'm going to have to fight each of their representations.
Hashem, be merciful.
Have more faith, Feldman. More faith. Yit Kadash. Yit Kadash Shimiraba.
Let's have low glowing bright.
Ready?
Yes.
I take her flaw, you get rid of the golem, and we're quits.
I've said she's the most inside of the other people I met. I have to protect her. I can transfer floor to myself and keep the golem. Can Fuleriel lower the golem with your floor and pride and intercept it? She doesn't want her floor.
Sorry, friend. Not this time.
You bastard!
Yeah, that's me. What is that? Makes every attack on the enemy deal the maximum. Ooh. Juicy. However, we'll take another one of those. We'll take a couple of hits, unfortunately. Your turn, friend. Ooh, your flow goes down nice and easy. Immune to your actions being slowed or interrupted. You can't take more. Oh, that only reduces damage taken by 8. Well, by 80%, that's a lot. Actually, let's put that on you. One of them's down. Seems to be taking a significant amount of damage, actually. Now you, I just need to take her stuff down. Fortunately, I'm going to take a massive amount of damage, probably. Still at 27. Not anymore, I'm not. That'll take you down. And then I need you to do the healing. There we go.
Not so threatening now, are you?
Even Ganaffs have more honor.
What are you going to do? Cry?
Fuck off!
You've been saying that to
Enough.
me all along.
Stop, both of you, not here.
Fair enough.
You're lucky, Shulsky.
No.
That's
Smart.
enough, Mr. Rofa.
You'll be looking over your shoulder for the rest of your life.
Let's get your sister to a safe place. I'll call a carriage.
Now that advice I agree with.
What happened? How did I get here?
Feldman helped me bring you here. He just left. He told me to say hello.
That was kind of him. What about the golem?
Done.
Now we're safe from the curse of Satanisław. The golem is mine now.
And what about my flaw?
I took it for myself.
So you cheated Ariel Rofa.
Yes.
I did it for you.
Huh. Sounds like something Papa would say.
Ouch.
What?
It looks like you tricked him and
Douche.
me for your own purposes because you thought you knew better.
You said you
And
didn't want the
now,
floor.
We might be back in danger.
Why not? No, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to explain myself. I'll leave her alone. She's every right to be angry. But you said you didn't want your floor. That's why I took it for me. Consider drawing it to my floor instead. But you said you didn't want it.
You'd better get some rest. Without the floor, you don't seem like yourself.
You'd better watch what you say.
Ooh. Damn. Torn letter, dear Miss Shulska. I'm a practical man and I'm not drawn by sentiment. I'm driven by profit. Our combined assets, united by marriage, would bring plentiful benefits to both of us. Your money will help build my cold meat empire. Okay, not sure she's into that. Oh, I need to pay a visit to Rasputin, don't I? Oh, we've got this one now, do we? I've been missing all these. Although actually I want to do Rasputin first. I've just been following the ones it brings up here. I didn't realise that the journal actually has a lot more to it. That's an unfortunate miss on my part. Newspaper article, then and now. Know that for a poet there is but one way in the heart to seek inspiration and pursue God. In this spirit, Master Mikiewicz spoke a lot, defining the poet's aspirations and goals. Today, times have changed. Some chatter, inspiration fueled by beer, pursuit of a good dinner and some cheer. This poem can readily be used to describe the famous writer Zenon Przemysky. Probably mispronounced. Recently, almost every day you can meet him in some cafe or restaurant. Luckily, the pursuit of satiating his appetite does not seem to completely obscure his desire to discuss art. It is enough to merely start him on the subject to be drawn into a conversation. And we have something here. Empty tube, an empty tube of purple paint. The petals of the mallows tremble in the wind, just like her lips trembled during their first kiss that hot summer. Violet rippled with sunshine and her heart filled with sweetness. The memory of that moment awakens every time she colours the canvas with violet. Running down this way, is this where the carriage is? Yes. Took a wrong turn. Up to the cemetery. Ah, something over here. Bigots die. I do like that new things get dropped as well as you go through. Human crookedness knows no bounds. I heard from a neighbour that meetings of a gentleman's club are being held regularly at Colonel Vyachev's apartment. For years, the Colonel has only been inviting his friends there, and it's the only condition for being let in. Unfortunately, Vyachev, due to his advanced age, is slowly losing his faculties. Shady characters take advantage of this and tell the old man that they have been well acquainted with him for years, gaining acquaintance to all the entertainment that the host offers. Ouch. Two of them now.
Hello.
I thought there'd be something to look at. Much ado about nothing.
Who are you? Last time, a different housekeeper came to greet me.
How about that? What? Don't you like us?
I don't know
That
yet.
remains to be seen. We haven't known one another long enough.
I have all I need to know who I'm dealing with.
Do you?
This is Maria.
Little
And
arrogance.
this is Magdalena. We've all been waiting for you.
Mary Magdalene. Okay. Little bit of a biblical reference there. Who are you?
Maria and Magdalena. Very interesting. Do you work for the Nadarzyńskis?
Grigori invited us here.
Okay.
He's waiting for you.
Look at you two, joined at the hip. Are you ever apart?
Rarely. We complete one another, not just in conversation.
Stop it. I'm sure he's not here to talk to us.
Then what do you want?
I'm gonna
I've
go
come
in.
to see Rasputin.
Yeah.
We know.
It looks familiar, and yet different.
Is that a hint that I should be looking around? That's a cocktail recipe. Don't need a recipe. Oops.
Well, well.
The Kama Sutra. Well, I know what that is.
At last, the wait is over. Here he is. Sit down, Wiktor.
What's going on?
What's going on? What sort of little shindig is this?
It's an expression of gratitude.
I appreciate
You've
your
gone
efforts.
to great lengths. Is this for me?
I appreciate my friends. Don't forget that. Now sit down. You'll soon see what I prepared.
Okay. But I kind of need to be hypnotized.
I came because my head's hurting again.
Have a seat, please.
Okay, we'll do it your way.
Support the weak. Be patient towards all men. The moment has finally come. Here too is my loyal friend, Wiktor Szulski. It's thanks to him that we are where we are. And we will be in the future, where we intend. My mind has long been flooded with bloody visions. In their scarlet color, the mists of the future are reflected. I see a great star falling to the blood-stained earth, and the force of its impact tears the roof from sacred temples, including the Orthodox Church of Saint Mary Magdalene, here in Praga.
Not going to interrupt. He's the second closest person, the second insider.
The earth swallows up the Iberian Gate. Kazan Cathedral stands underwater, and Notre Dame de Paris is consumed by fire. Our homeland will then be exhausted by an illness that has long eaten away at her. There's a feeble spark of hope for us. It still flickers, though it may soon go out.
No.
The heir to the throne, little Alexei Romanov, is ill.
The Romanov dynasty was the, I believe, final dynasty in Russia. No, I don't know the whole details. I know it fell to the Leninists, essentially, during the two revolutions that drew Russia out of the World War One. So I assume this is. I don't know anything about Alexei Romanov actually, but anyway, let him keep talking.
But let's not be sad. This news is joyful, as a matter of fact, because now we know where the source of the danger is, and I can help him. I will heal the heir, just as I healed Wiktor, though he was bereft of hope. Isn't that true, friend?
It is.
It's true.
I still remember your eyes, resigned, pleading.
I don't mean to interrupt him and talk over him.
So grateful.
He's got
Is
this.
that how you saw it?
I've helped you, just as you've helped us all.
Fair.
Thank you, friend.
I don't know if I helped you, but okay. I emphasize your no, not with him. I'm not going to go proud with him.
You can count on me.
Admirable loyalty. Impressive.
You gave us a chance, and as God as my witness, I won't waste it. Healing the Tsarevich means healing something much greater. The future. A future where each of us will receive equality and respect, regardless of who we are. Free from the afflictions of the body and the soul. Living in health and its resulting ecstasy. Finally, in a future in which we can do anything, but don't have to do anything. Offering unhindered freedom. To the Thaumaturge's health.
So, Alexander. Okay.
I'd rather not wake up to sights like that. My head's about to explode.
You didn't want Lygia to see you in such a state.
In that case, it could have been one of my best decisions.
Looking at the events of last night may be the only right one. Time to get up. Get yourself together, and we'll talk later.
Sleep is a waste of time.
Something over here. It may actually be out this way. Though there could be over here too. No. There's a few things around though. There's one. Suitcase. It looks cheap. Whatever it holds, it isn't worth much. The modest possessions have the glow of hope around them. Hope for a change of fate that seems predetermined. He said he would take care of her, that she was important to him. All she gave him in return was her heart. Magdalena. In here. Medal. Trace unknown. A SARS medal. I wonder what it's doing here, instead of being proudly pinned to a uniform. One pinned from a uniform in the act of pledging allegiance to Rasputin. The hand that did it trembled, but that lasted only a fraction of a second. In the end, loyalty to Rasputin proved paramount. Oh. Let's just close the door. Sofa. There are pillows scattered around the couch. A lot happened here. She was laughing out loud, trying to stop him from saying bawdy words, but he didn't stop. Instead, only making her laugh more and more and more, until the long-awaited satisfaction came. There's something over there too. Apron from the maid. A servant's stained apron. She sincerely enjoyed the work. The Narziskis were good to her, but things couldn't continue like this. In the anger that permeates every fibre of her apron, one can sense an echo of longing for good, trouble-free times. For the times when he wasn't there. The wooden broom for everyday use. Each sweep of the broom brought words full of contempt to her lips. What kind of company is this? Mrs. Narzinski have started associating with very strange people. To invite such guests is not proper. And this Solsky fellow? Such a decent name, and yet he is no better than the others. I think there might be something in here. Nope. But there are things in here. Glass of wine from Amelia Nadziski. An empty glass of wine believes it's gone. A strange desire lingered on the imprint of the woman's lips. Something new, as if born recently, unexpectedly. The heart freed itself from the fetters of morality and brought previously unknown joy to the body. Rasputin caused this. Incredible. Invitation to pray. Dear Countess, I trust I find you in good health. I wish to invite you to a unique prayer session that will be held at our humble apartment on Pauskovsky Street. This session will be presided over by a guest, an exceptional person who, through prayer, is able to reach the core of the human soul. Seeing as you are a particular spiritual person, I expect you would like to attend and experience piety from this entirely new perspective. Alright. We've got pipe from Lukian Nadziski. It's wooden and looks like it gets a lot of use. It must belong to Lucian. Smoking the pipe was accompanied by a series of persistent thoughts centered around a dominant one. This is wrong. The immorality of the householder's behaviour is unacceptable to the smoker. It shouldn't be like this. Ashtray full of cigarette butts, one after another after another. The ashtray reveals that the smoker seeks a moment of solace in the ritual cigarette. It's from Maria. But the solace does not come So another cigarette is lit. Maybe this healer will actually help her. Maybe he will fulfill his promises, and her life will finally improve. A colourful group of cultists. Rasputin has gathered a very colourful group of people around him who don't seem to have much in common at first glance. They come from different social strata, have different personalities, and yet they share some kind of trust in Rasputin, or at least his promises. Is this the beginning of a cult? Lucian seems to be the only one with a different opinion. And then we can speak to Rasputin himself.
There you are, finally.
I'm not sure Rasputin's position in real life. I know he was known as the lover of the Russian queen. Whether he was or that's a blasphemy, a libel, I don't know. He was an advisor. He was certainly an entrusted friend of the Russian queen, if not a lot more. But was he against the royals? Was he red or white? I don't know. The Reds were the Bolsheviks, the uprising against the royals, the whites, the Tsars. I don't know. One thing is certain, while I would normally support Polish independence, if he's organising Russia to be strong and keep possession of the part of Poland they've got, in this game, role-playing, I have to support him. What happened last night?
What really happened? My memory is failing me.
For those that sleep in the night are asleep, and those that drink are drunken.
Unbelievable.
Remember, no matter what happens, everything stays between us.
This place looked different. The Nadarzyskis did too.
Everything is happening according to their will and with their blessing.
Not all of them are as favorable to you as your hosts. The housekeeper quit.
Indeed.
Well, Jesus had opponents too.
Wow, there's
And
a comparison.
look how it worked out for him.
Also,
You're aiming high.
The highest. Anything else you want to share?
and there were multiple attempts on his life.
People believe in you.
On
Yesterday, I felt as though I was part of some kind of cult.
People are everything, Wiktor. And we are almost like a family. Better, because we're joined by choice, not by blood. We're harbingers of the change that will soon take place. I'm only a guide lighting our way. If there's something still on your mind, speak up.
Interesting he says not by blood, because what he's highlighting there, in a sense, is the original meaning of blood is thicker than water. People think that means family is thicker than other associations, but what would the water be there? The original is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, implying that the signature in blood binding you to someone in war, as a blood brother in war, etc. That kind of covenant, that kind of strong covenant, is stronger than the water of the womb, the link of family. Now, whether you believe that or not, but that's kind of what he's saying. So it's interesting that he uses blood when, in fact, he would be the blood of the covenant that would link them to.
All these people, you've gathered a colorful group.
We all come from different environments, from different rungs on the ladder. And that's the most beautiful thing about this. What have you found out about them?
Aniela is unknowable, and Lucian is unhappy about the changes taking place in her.
Aniela has completely given up her lust for my sake. She'd rather just pray and pray. I respect that greatly, but I must share my time with others. Do you think that Lucian is jealous about the time his wife devotes to me?
It's possible.
Don't worry about it. Keep talking and asking.
Okay.
Magdalena still hasn't rid herself of her youthful naivete. I think she's honestly fallen
Oh,
in
it's
love with
naivety.
you.
Are you surprised she has? Many a love has had such a beginning. She's a good girl. Let's not hold that against her.
Yeah, but is she a good girl?
Maria is calculated. She stays close because in you she sees a chance for a better life.
And what's wrong with that? I respect that. I don't demand that you all gaze upon me like a sacred icon. But loyalty? There are all sorts of ways a person can win that for themselves.
True.
Anything else?
How did you manage to convince a Tsarist officer to come to you?
He came of his own accord, like all of you. Lazarev has great potential. He's exceptionally eager. He senses that his country is sick, and he'd like to solve the problem. Is there more you need to know?
Change the subject.
Enough about these people.
I'm at your service, Wiktor. Ask for what you want.
This whole farce, the thank yous, what's it all for? What intentions do you have toward me?
Intentions that we become friends and help one another, and complement one another. I have skills that you don't, and vice versa. I'm not hiding anything from you, Wiktor.
I
Hypnotize.
need your help.
Mention those skills you have that I don't.
And I won't turn you down again. See? This is your inevitable, cruel end. It's approaching.
It is.
You won't escape
Indeed.
it, nor hide from it.
I don't want to die.
It's not up to you. Sometimes you have to accept the blow. Now, give him the command.
From now on, you will obey me.
Well, that was a nice melodramatic one, wasn't it? Obtain this Thaumaturge point. We've got 3 now. Bloody Debt 2. Receive reduce 16 damage in the last round of the state's duration. Gets me to you. There we are. Find father's friends. Oh, there's something else over here as well. Salt on the doorstep. Scattered on the doorstep as a protection against evil. Her hand trembled in fright. Scattered salt in the hopes of warding off a devilish spirit. Salt was supposed to be good. It was supposed to chase away all evil, even in this form. Only the devil could stink like that. But salt is good. It will do well against him, too. A servant's worries. Everything indicates that the Narajitskis dutiful maid couldn't stand the presence of Rasputin or the guests he brought under the once respected roof. So she left their employ, saw him as the devil, and looked for a way to ward off the evil spirit, but was apparently unsuccessful. Right. Father's friends. I'm thinking... Oh, hang on. There's something here. Note for the delivery boy. Give the cigars from the small box to the gentleman in the apartment on 4 Povskovska Street at 8 p.m. Give the cigars from the silver box to Mr. Vyachev personally. Here's a special order. Lipstick, a metal case with a carmine collar. The case fell out of the carriage window. Well, maybe she shouldn't have fixed her makeup while she was drunk. Passionate words have settled on the lid, pleadings for her to go with him, promises that she would become famous as a dancer in the new world, that everyone would envy her. Ah. Tram stop. Theatre repertoire. Theatre Rozmetowski program on Friday, September 15, 1905. Mrs. Kestelnova, a one-act drama by Josef Korzeniowski. Thai Theatre Con. Friends, a 4-act comedy by Count Alexander Fredro, the father. Cigarette butt. A cigarillo rolled with precision. Someone here has skills. The perfectly rolled cigarette butt is wrapped in thoughts as bitter and poor quality tobacco and burned through the with a claim about the certainty of tomorrow. A comfortable home, elegant attire, things that can't be bought on the modest salary of an Ukraine agent, things he can only dream about. Newspaper. And we've got a conclusion. There are numerous folds and food stains marked by the pages. Someone had fish and chips? Bitter reflections on whether it's appropriate to comment on the photo on Konechkin's desk, gathering folds in the newspaper. The conclusion? It was a mistake paid for by the shit task of tailing the young rich man. Only one thing can bring this suffering to an end, a juicy denunciation. The sad men. It seems that Konechkin sent his men to tail me. Is that a compliment or an affront? It's hard to tell. The men are clearly disgusted by the task and would be happy to report back to the chief with the spicy details of my life. I could convince them that their job is done. Alright, let's pop in here.
I had no idea about this place. I know this trace.
This conspirator's trace. The same precision, the same exactness. I know this trace. I discovered it in the box in Father's desk. The coffee lover. It seems that the person who asked Father to meet is a doctor with ties to revolutionaries. I would never have guessed that Stanislaw Solsky, a symbol of prudence and conformity, actually had subversive friends. I need to meet this doctor. Broken plate. Once there was a plate, now there is no more. Oh, the fragility of existence. This is from Stanislav. As the shouts are livid, the conversation was calm until it wasn't. Emotion soared, manners evaporated, and the smell of expensive tobacco. Disappointment and ambition hung over everything. What was once whole became disintegrated. The proud name plate was replaced by the insult junk forever. Mysterious tenement house. It's impossible to mistake for anything else. Tobacco, disappointment, and ambition, father's trace. This is where he would meet with his shady friends, apparently accompanied by heated arguments. Typical.
Hello, sweet secret.
Rabbis trace the warmth of the Sabbath candles, the joy and pride in the community of which one is part. I know this trace. It belongs to Rabbi Sofa. One of Father's mysterious friends was Isaac Sofa, whose amulet I found in the study at home. Box of cookies? Oh, I missed that. Okay.
I think that's everything now. So, besides Father, there were two more. A candy lover and a coffee lover. Konieczkin must have had one of them in mind. Quit whining. Mr. Sweet Tooth is definitely Suffer. He died before Father, so he's not the one who took the grimoire. That's what I call you now. The Doctor. Because you help rabbis and people the hospital is off limits to. Rebels and revolutionaries. Luckily, I know someone who matches the description. Maybe we'll find out what she needed that ammunition for.
She is coming back.
Come on, we'll be careful. Time to get some donuts at Rodwitz.
That's right, we were invited there, weren't we? Nothing else here.
Since we keep following one another around, maybe we should introduce ourselves.
What are you talking about?
I'm not an idiot. You need paying more.
You guys are so devoted. Is the pay worth so much hard work? Maybe it's time to fight for a raise.
I don't want to keep mucking around in this crap. Not for this kind of money. Following some spoiled brat around, standing for hours outside
That's
people's
right, I'm a
windows.
spoiled brat.
And God alone knows what for. Not for this kind of money.
Wait up. I'm not gonna stand here on my own with him. Let's talk to the chief.
Bye-bye. Bye, boys. Right, up this way. Denunciation. The mad artist Andrew Zujiewicz, sorry, who lives at 84 Polanski Street, brings strangers to his house every day and talks to them about Newski Orthodox Church. They discuss its construction in details. It is highly likely that they are planning an assassination attempt. I advise you to take an interest in this suspicious person and his shady guests. Tram. Over to the bazaar. A letter. Dear Jedricia, you ask me how I find living with my auntie and uncle. Well, I enjoy a great many comforts here, and in this respect is a change for the better. Recently, however, I have observed what some of my uncle's strange habits are. You've probably heard of him. His name is Adam Beluchki. He has one room next to his bedroom that he doesn't allow anyone to enter. He often carries large packages there. When I ask my aunt about this, she replies that she has a collection of insects that he takes great care of. However, I do not believe it. Who would want to collect insects and guard access to them with such fervour? Be sure to visit me because we need to solve this puzzle together. Now, I'm going to be honest because I noticed the journal had a lot more to it. I'm really enjoying this game. But I'm not going to pursue the side quests unless it becomes necessary. Not on channel. It hasn't got the viewership that makes that a good choice. I'm going to pursue the main quest and see it to the end. Off channel, I am probably going to run this again. I might not do it immediately, but to see the different quests, make different choices, see what else I can do. Obviously, like all games, the basic storyline is probably going to stay the same, but see what changes I can make, etc. See if anything comes with the side quests, things like that. Get a deeper story, because I do love the writing. It's fascinating. It's a great setting. I never thought I would enjoy a setting like this, but yeah, it's great. I say I never enjoy it, not because I'm opposed to it, but it's outside of what I'd normally have as my sphere of interest. And yet, this has been fascinating. So, if anyone really wants me to do another run of this sometime in the future, let me know. And I will put that up for votes for others to do a full with side quests. But for now, we're going to stick to the main quests. Now, as always, votes matter here. And if others don't decide to have a run through, and it won't be immediately anyway, but if others decide not to have another run through of it with full side quests, then it will never happen on channel. Depends what people want. Midas' golden touch. Everything here is oozing with a precious help liquid. Kitty cat on the bar. There's other stuff around first. Bouquet of flowers, Trace Wander. Fresh flowers, probably from a nearby flower shop. Pretty. The flowers taste of sorrow and ash. Delicate colours of petals fade, consumed by the need for action, retribution, revenge. To take from others what one has lost. The sensation flowing from the bouquet are intense, choking, intoxicating, frightening. Then they make up Wander's trace. There she is. Is there anything else? I doubt it. Yes? Workers' leaflets. Join the strike, join the fight, fellow workers. The worker collective cannot stand by idly when faced with the cruelties of Tsardom and the whims of capitalists. The hour when the people finally take despotism to task draws ever closer. We call on you to join the strike. Our solidarity will break the enemy's resistance. If we persevere in our fight, the oppressor will be unable to cut off every head from the hydra of the revolution. Worker magazine, proletarians of all countries unite. Go forth, so. In the streets of Moscow, the people are fighting for the Tsardom. The land that has forever housed the capital of the Tsars is soaked with the blood of the Russian proletariat, murdered with grape shot and cannons. But the people refuse to yield. They boldly raise their banner in defiance of the of the enemy's howling storm. An ever louder cry echoes against the walls of the Kremlin. Away with the Tsardom! Long live the Constituent Assembly. At Berkroplitz, It's not immediately apparent, but this establishment is a meeting place for revolutionaries. What's more, Wander's here. The bouquet is fresh, and without doubt, she's the one who brought it here. It's hard to mistake her trace for any other.
Is that Captain's staff too?
You bet. He stirs the beer with his tail. What can I get you?
Yes, one donut, please.
Even if I had any, I wouldn't recommend them.
But I heard I was supposed to order a donut. Here.
Well, hello.
It's all right, Yannick. I know him. I was hoping we'd run into each other again.
And we have.
Here you are.
Can we speak in private?
Come on.
Okay.
Don't move a muscle.
I've got déjà vu.
Silence.
Michal, this is Wiktor.
It looks like I owe you a debt of gratitude.
Lower the gun, and we can call it quits.
You can leave us. Come, Wiktor.
There you go.
Tell me what brings you here.
Learn more about their case.
So these are the famous suites. Underground combat. Are you from the PPS?
The friendly neighborhood girl threw you off?
Not at all.
I didn't fall for it for 1 second.
You're a terrible liar. What brings you to this sweet place?
Dutch
You
pomade,
stole
let's
the
see about
Dutch
that.
pomade shipment. I read about it on the train from Vienna.
We're famous. Yes, that's true. But I won't tell you where it is.
Don't need
nor
it.
what it will be
Not right
used
now,
for.
anyway.
Is Bergrodlitz's cafe frequented only by your sympathizers?
No, but the name is known only by a select few.
Why did the PPS choose this particular place?
It's just one of many where we get together.
Yeah.
The beer is drinkable here, and the boys are nice.
I don't know about many, it may be, but I'd imagine they've got a few... well, safe house is not the right word, but you know what I mean. Places to meet that are safe and on to them. That way if one is bust, they can move to another.
How exactly are you going to serve the cause?
The PPS has extensive structures. Most members engage in demonstrations or meetings, underground lectures.
I know a certain woman who's keenly interested in them.
Bring her sometime.
Maybe someday.
We're part of the PPS Combat Organization. We use more radical methods.
Do you shoot as well, or just carry ammo?
Oh, I think we've got a little Annie Oakley here. I have a feeling we've got our own little Annie Oakley here.
Actually, something else brings me here.
She's a shooter.
What are you up to this evening?
Is that an offer, or are you just nosy?
Yes.
That depends on your preference. I'll adapt.
Tonight, I am overthrowing the patriarchy. Will you join me?
Prefer to topple me. I'm not going to say that. When you consider his fascination with her, and his dear love of his sister, and his respect for her as an independent woman, he's not going to support the patriarchy as such. I'm tempted to say joke that you prefer to topple monarchies. But for the most part, we don't have joking relationships, we'll agree.
With pleasure. Just us and the sounds of a crumbling tyranny would be the perfect date.
It's hard for me to deny that, but seriously, I have plans. And that's all I'm willing to say on the topic. Is there anything else you wanted to ask?
The doctor.
I'm looking for a particular man. He's a doctor in the Thaumaturge. He treats people with rather radical views.
Who do you mean? Us?
Ammunition in your tights, lying low in cellars, the smell of Dutch pomade in your hair. I can sense letters, like PP and S here.
Which is
I'm
already
sorry.
admitted.
We don't betray our comrades to anyone who asks.
So you do know one another after all.
Who knows?
How about
I do.
this? I won't ask for anything else, but please, pass something on to him from me.
Are you praying to an onion?
Hush. What should I pass on to this doctor?
The active meeting. Eager for an answer. Invitation to talk. No ill intentions. I'm going to go for an invitation. I'm tempted to go for. Well, heart is my primary, so I'm not going to. That's only level 1. I'm going to go for invitation to talk and let him draw his own conclusions. The reason I'm doing that is because it's word 4, and that's the highest number. I don't know if that will imply its power in persuasion. I'm not sure. Plus, that's a bit general. So is that kind of, and that might not be a belief, but.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Adulthood is like an onion. The more you try to separate it out into its basic parts, the worse it stings and makes you want to cry. Done.
What can you make out of that? Cough syrup?
Just pass it on to him.
He'll know.
You're peculiar.
Aren't I?
Anything else?
No.
I'll be off now.
If I get an answer from the doctor, I'll let you know. Look after yourself.
Pamphlet. Women of the world unite across social classes. Fight for a better future for your sex. Fight for your right to study, your right to work, your suffrage, and our equality. Interesting going from your to our makes sense, I guess. We deserve it all. Your equality wouldn't actually be grammatically correct, would it? But we now rightly states that today's woman is not herself, does not feel like an individual in her own right, or for her own sake. She is Adam's rib, and she is a servant. The man's slave is complement, support, comfort, solace, and ornament. Are we not allowed? Are we not all treated that way? Regardless of our achievements, we are met with disregard. A woman may have the wisdom of an owl and the slyness of a fox, but still she will be treated like a stupid sheep. But the times are changing. They are changing because, contrary to what men think, I am not a sheep. I am a lioness, and I am hungry. Jadwiga also was an old queen and a king of Poland, I believe. And I say that because, at least if civilization is right, and I believe I looked it up and it is, at least was it Civ 5 or was it in Civ 6? I can't remember. Jadwiga, it says, she calls them for the king and queen, and the reason is that no woman could be higher than the king. Therefore, when she was monarch, she had to be king as well as queen, at least by title, something like that. Fascinating history of chauvinism throughout the world. I don't just hold Sweden responsible for that. Sorry, Poland. That's a particular thing from Poland, but it's throughout the world. Chad Letter, you are right. I cannot speak about feelings as openly as you can, but I also know there is a reason I keep my heart quiet. Wonder, our people rely on us, dozens of people with pure minds who seek free and independent Poland. People risk their lives every day to make the dream come true. We owe it to them to show no weakness. However, if your life were at stake, I would move heaven and earth, and I would sacrifice anything, including my hopes for a free country, the lives of our friends, and even my own soul to save you. This is my weakness that only you can know about, no one else. Please burn this letter, bury me in your heart, and forget about what we could have had. Give up, my love. This one time, I am begging you, give up. That's sad. Skellon's biography. Georgy Antonovich Skellon was born on October 24, 1847 in Petersburg. From early childhood, the pearl of the Russian Empire opened his heart to the beauty of the Russian culture, and an upbringing in respectable, patriotic family provided him with the best possible chance of development. Thus, the son of Antonin Antonovich and Yulia Yegorovna has always been destined for greatness. An only child with exceptional intellectual abilities and a pure, kind heart, he gained the respect of the people around him. Some from very early childhood, when some pages are missing. That gives us 2. I can't progress this further, so I might as well bring this up. Or I can get this. Torment. Doubles the number of suffering states on all enemies. So that's taken over now, has it? Well, my friends, that's where we'll end for today. And tomorrow we'll carry on waiting for the doctor's answer, etc. See you around.